I'm back. So let's now look at the guided practice. So remember, we're dealing with mid-segments here. That's what we've done today, triangle mid-segments. So for number 1, they are asking you to find the measure of NM. So NM is this segment right here. What do I know about mid-segments? They're half the side they're parallel to. So the side it's parallel to is 10.2. That means NM has to be half of that. So 10.2 divided by 2, which is 5.1. That's all there was to that one. Okay, number 2. Number 2 asks about XZ. XZ. So that's going to be this whole segment right here. That whole thing. Well, again, do we have a mid-segment that's parallel to it? Yes. That mid-segment measures 5.6. So I need to get not half of that. I need to double that. So 2 times 5.6, which gives me what? 11.2. So there's that one. Okay, now let's look at 3. 3 asks us about NZ. So NZ is actually part of the segment that we just found, but it's only half. So it's also going to be 5.6, just like our mid-segment. 5, that's not a 5. 5.6. Okay, that's all there was to that one. Now the next ones are dealing with angles. So the first one they ask about is LMN. Angle LMN. Well, what do I know here? If I kind of sketch these out some, it almost looks like I got me a set of parallel lines. Because I do. So the angle I want is this one up here. Do I know an angle that's related to it? Yes, this 29 down here. These are what kind of angles? Alternate interior. And what are alternate interior angles? How are they like related? They're equal. So that means this angle has to be 29 degrees. Okay, so let's erase our markings here because we got other problems to look at. Okay, so I know this one is 29 degrees. The next one they ask about is y, x, z. So y, x, go all the way down to x and then over to z. So that's this, the one we're interested in is this one right here. So that one. Well, again, I've got me a set of parallel lines here. This time my transversal is XZ. So how is the angle I want related to the 29 they give? They're corresponding. And corresponding angles are what? Equal. So that means this one is also 29 degrees. I didn't want to erase that. So I know that one's 29 degrees. This one we just found out was 29 degrees. And last but not least, they ask about XLM. So XLM. That would be this angle right here. How could I find that one? Well, it doesn't matter which group I pick. If I pick this bottom 29 or that one, either way, these would be same side interior. And what do I do with same side interior? Subtract 1 from 180. So subtract it from 180, the other. 180 minus 29 is 151 degrees. Okay. Number 7. It says, in this A-frame house, the width of the first floor XZ is 30 feet. So I'm going to label this in a light color so we can see it. So XZ is 30 feet. You can't even see that. Can we see this? There we go. Okay, so that floor is 30 feet. The second floor, which is CD, is slightly above and parallel to the midsegment. So if I had to guess, I bet you the midsegment comes right about there. Just above CD. So it says, is the width of the second floor more or less than 5 yards? Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out, time out. They gave me feet over here. They gave me feet right here, but yards here. Well, so we're going to need to convert our feet into yards. Remember, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So this 30 feet is actually equal to 10 yards. Our mid-segment would be 5 yards. So our mid-segment would be 5 yards. Now, the second floor is just above it. So would our second floor be more or less than 5 yards? Less than 5 yards. We're above the 5 yard mark, so we're going down. Size is shrinking. So it's less than 5 yards. Okay, number 8. They ask us to find N. Well, this 9.5 right here, what is it? This is our mid-segment. So if that's our mid-segment, then what's the relationship of the mid-segment to our side that's parallel to? We just multiply it by 2. So our side is 2n minus 23. That's going to be equal to 9.5 times 2. Which 9.5 times 2 is 19. So we're going to add 23 to both sides. And we're going to get 2n equals 19 plus 23, which is, let's see, 42. Divide by 2, and we get n equals 21. And that's all they asked us to find was n. So we're done with that one. Number 9, they flipped it on us. We still have the same relationship, but what we've got to multiply times 2 is what has the variable in it. 24 equals 2 times our mid-segment right here. This is our mid-segment. Which means I've got to distribute my 2. So that's going to be 2n plus 16. Subtract 16. 24 minus 16 is 8. That's equal to 2n. Divide by 2. And you get n equals 4. Okay. So there's the guided practice. We just did 9 problems together. There's 23 on your assignment. That means you have 14 left. So remember, you can always email me to ask me for help. You can send me a message on Remind. I'd be more than happy to help. So, up to it, and I'll see y'all shortly.